Austin Welch, get up for Austin! Thank you guys. Wow, that was really nice. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm really happy to be here. I'm also a little surprised to be here. Growing up, I never thought much about being a comedian. It just seemed too unrealistic and too, just out of reach for somebody like me. No, I had a much more reasonable career path as a kid. I was going to play in the NBA. Me. And you laugh, but I think I came pretty close. By my count, there are only two things that held me back, just two. The first, it turns out I am not very good at basketball. The second, I don't think I need to spell that one out for you guys. No, it's true. I wanted to play center, which for those of you who don't know basketball, the center is typically the tallest guy on the team. And it's not like I was expecting some crazy growth spurt or anything. I think I wanted to play center because that was the only position I knew at the time. So I just picked that one. So hopefully at this point, nobody is left wondering why things didn't work out. No, I feel like I should clarify. It's not so much that I wanted to play in the NBA, right? It wasn't a dream. It was just, I don't know, I always just kind of thought I would, like it was like almost my destiny or something. Because that's the number one thing that we all know, like, professional basketball needs is a short white guy who can't shoot, dribble, or defend. Right? Like some coach would just wander into a gym and just see me airball and free throws, just be like, damn, I need him on my team now. And I understand, like, millions of kids aspire to be professional athletes, right? Millions of kids. And that's fine. But I do think that most of those kids give up that dream when they get cut from their 7th grade team. Not this guy. Nope, that was just a bump in the road in my eyes. Like, the most embarrassing part of all of this is just how long I held on to the belief. Like, I was way too old to still think I was gonna make it. I was like that one kid in school who still believes in Santa Claus just like a little too long. Like, all of the other kids would like make fun of me, and I'm just like getting emotional and defensive, like, while trying to tell myself that they're the crazy ones. I was so delusional at one point, I actually made a bet in writing with the girl I went to school with that I would play in the NBA one day. And I think now is the perfect time, in front of all of you, to finally say, Lauren, if you happen to see this, just know I am not ready to admit defeat just yet. No, not yet. We'll give it another year. In the meantime, I think I'll stick with comedy. My parents are really supportive of my comedy, which is great, especially considering they don't really get it. They always ask me, like, aren't you afraid to get up on stage and tell jokes to a bunch of strangers? And honestly, I think I would be. But, once you've shit your pants in broad daylight in Times Square, fear takes on a different meaning for you. You're not sweating the small stuff at that point. And sadly, that is not just some random hypothetical. That is a real thing that happened to me. And it happened my very first day living in New York. The whole thing served as this like weird reminder of how quickly life can change in the city. Like 1 minute you're on top of the world and you're smugly crop dusting tourists. And the next you're sweaty, panicky, and attempting to bribe your way into the nearest bathroom. And as if the situation weren't bad enough on its own, I had a friend with me, so I had to act like everything was okay. And try as I might, I'm sure there were indicators that something was up. I mean, I know for sure my posture became like a lot more like rigid and clenched. Also, my walk became more of like a shuffle, so I'm just kind of like, man, these billboards are cool. What do you want to do for lunch? Yeah. No, and I also began sweating like we were literally walking across the surface of the sun. So something was clearly amiss here. I mean, you're not shuffling around all clenched and sweaty if your life is on the up and up. Those aren't clear indicators that things are working out in your favor. Luckily, the story does have a happy ending, I would hope. And I did find a bathroom and get my situation all taken care of, get cleaned up. But I mean, the damage was done. I was a new man that day. I emerged from that Sbarro bathroom as, a man without fear, a man without ego, and a man without underwear. Thank you guys so much. You've been great.